Welcome back to my channel Knowledge Chronicle.
Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of cells. And not just any cells. We're exploring the prokaryotic cells, the fundamental building blocks of life as we know it. Whether it's bacteria or blue-green algae, these tiny powerhouses play a vital role in the ecosystem and even in our lives. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll see prokaryotic cells in a whole new light. Let's start with the basics. Prokaryotic cells are the simplest and most ancient form of life on Earth. Organisms like bacteria, blue-green algae, also known as cyanobacteria, mycoplasma, and PPLO, short for Pleuro Pneumonia Like Organisms, are classic examples of prokaryotes. Fun fact, PPLOs are among the smallest cells, measuring only about 1/10 of a micron in size. Prokaryotic cells are generally smaller and multiply much faster than eukaryotic cells. Think about this. While your body's cells divide over hours or days, a single bacterium can multiply in mere minutes under the right conditions. Now, prokaryotic cells may be small, but they come in a variety of shapes. Bacillus rod-like, such as E. coli, commonly found in our intestines. Coccus spherical like Streptococcus, the bacteria behind strep throat. Vibrio comma-shaped, such as Vibrio cholerae, responsible for cholera. Spirillum spiral-shaped, like Spirillum minus, associated with rat bite fever. Isn't it amazing how these tiny organisms show such diversity in form and function? Now let's look inside these fascinating cells. Unlike eukaryotic cells, prokaryotes don't have a well-defined nucleus. Instead, their genetic material is naked, meaning it's not enclosed within a nuclear membrane. Instead of a neatly packaged genome, they have a single circular DNA molecule floating in the cytoplasm, called the nucleoid. In addition to the main DNA, some bacteria carry extra bits of circular DNA called plasmids. These plasmids are like superpowers for bacteria. Some give resistance to antibiotics, while others help in environmental survival. Imagine if you could carry a gadget that gave you instant immunity. The outermost layer of a prokaryotic cell is its cell envelope, which is a highly complex and protective structure. It has 3 layers: glycocalyx, the outermost layer, which can either be a loose slime layer or a tough capsule. The capsule protects bacteria from harsh environments and even helps evade the immune system. For example, the capsule in Streptococcus pneumonia makes it harder for your body to fight it. Cell wall. This provides structural support and defines the cell's shape, plasma membrane. This semi-permeable layer controls what enters and exits the cell. Bacteria can be divided into 2 groups based on their cell envelope structure: gram-positive and gram-negative, a classification developed by Hans Christian Gram. Gram-positive bacteria, like Staphylococcus aureus, retain the gram stain due to their thick cell walls, while gram-negative bacteria, like Escherichia coli, do not.
A unique feature of prokaryotic cells is the mesosome, a specialized structure formed by the plasma membrane folding inwards. Mesosomes help in cell wall formation, DNA replication, respiration, and enzyme secretion. Think of the mesosome as the control hub of a prokaryotic cell, coordinating multiple essential functions. Let's talk about how bacteria move and interact with their environment. Many bacteria have tail-like structures called flagella, which act like little propellers. For example, Salmonella uses its flagella to swim through your digestive system. Then we have pili, long tubular structures used to transfer genetic material during a process called conjugation. And finally, fimbria, tiny bristle-like structures that help bacteria attach to surfaces. For instance, fimbriae allow E. coli to cling to the intestinal wall. Prokaryotic cells may lack complex organelles, but they still have ribosomes, which are the site of protein synthesis. These ribosomes are smaller than their eukaryotic counterparts, with a 70S structure made up of 50S and 30S subunits. Here's a cool fact. Multiple ribosomes can attach to a single mRNA strand, forming a chain called a polysome, which allows the cell to make proteins quickly and efficiently. Prokaryotes also store nutrients and other substances in structures called inclusion bodies, which float freely in the cytoplasm. For example, phosphate granules for energy, cyanophycean granules in cyanobacteria, gas vacuoles in photosynthetic bacteria to help them float and capture sunlight. Before we wrap up, let's quickly compare prokaryotes to eukaryotes. Prokaryotic cells are tiny, about 1 to 2 microns, whereas eukaryotic cells, like those in our body, are 10 to 20 microns. Prokaryotes lack organelles like mitochondria and chloroplasts but make up for it with efficiency and adaptability. They are the ultimate survivors. Prokaryotic cells might be small, but their impact is enormous. They help recycle nutrients, produce oxygen through photosynthesis, and even aid in human digestion. Not to mention, they're used in biotechnology to produce medicines like insulin. Truly, life wouldn't be the same without them. And that's a wrap on today's deep dive into the prokaryotic world. We hope you enjoyed learning about these incredible cells. If you found this video informative, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Knowledge Chronicle. Your support helps us create more valuable content for curious minds like yours. See you in the next video.